2012 Prizm is one of the iconic basketball sets of this generation. Its position in a hobby is almost to the same standing as the 86 Fleer, save of course Michael Jordan's true rookie card. But being the first year of Prizm, loaded with 2 years of awesome rookie class that's headlined by Anthony Davis and Kyrie Irving, everything was going right for this set starting from late 2019 until it all came crashing down. Welcome guys, Card Boss here, where we discuss cards, money, investing. If this is the sort of content you enjoy watching, do subscribe to this channel and stay notified for future content like this. Alright, let's go. The late 2000s marked the end of the Topps and Upper Deck era and moved into Panini. With so much rich legacy years by the staple brands, everyone had mixed feelings about what Panini was going to bring to the table. And here came 2012 Prizm. Unfortunately, it didn't start out as a bang. Its design was labeled too plain. It didn't offer any inserts aside from the silver and gold parallels, plus an autograph series. So for many years, people just shoved this set aside as one of those sets where base cards of LeBron James could be found in budget bins for under $3 until 2019 came. 2019 marked the start of the sports card investment boom and more importantly the base card mania. During this time, base cards went on unprecedented price spikes, in particular highly graded copies of PSA 10. It was unthinkable back then to pay $10 grading fee on a $3 card, but some people who had a foresight that this would become a thing in the future, and I think it was. LeBron James in particular jumped from a sub $100 card to $500 in less than 3 months, going to the start of 2020. That was when people started to dig through their budget bins, finding 10, 20, 50 copies of their long-forgotten base cards and sending them to PSA. Now, PSA was obviously overwhelmed by the huge influx, but that's another story. Prices continued to climb through the start of the 2020 pandemic, the last dance, and this LeBron in particular cooled off at $2,000 in June 2020. Hang on, $2,000? Didn't this card start at $75 at the start of December 2019? Talk about 26x. But the mania didn't stop there. LeBron and the Lakers plowed through the NBA bubble, captured LeBron's first NBA title in Lakers uniform. And oh yeah, prices hit $2,850. Yep, that's right, 40x guys. Fire alarms started to ring and prices came rolling down from there. That is until the 2021 madness started again. But we all know the narrative. It was FOMO season and prices again blew up to $2,200, $2,300. But in no way this was sustainable. And true enough, just 2 years from where we started, prices are now sitting at $500, an 82% decline from the peak prices we saw. 360 transactions in 2 years totaling about $455,000. And when you equate that to 500 plus population, that almost lost $1 million in market cap in under 12 months. $1 million may seem not much, right? But we are after all talking about a base card here. And this is just one card. So why is this all relevant? Because this is exactly what happened to investors who speculated in 2012 Prizm. When investors jumped on the 2012 Prizm wagon, it didn't stop at LeBron. Oh no, there were far too many goodies in this set. Let's look at more. LeBron's running mate in the 2020 Lakers run, Anthony Davis, which also so happens to be his premier rookie card in the 2012 Prizm. His PSA 10 was trending nicely at $350, only to balloon to $3,500 when the Lakers were hoisting their trophy. Today, it's $500. What about the other 2019 Playoffs Finals MVP, Kawhi Leonard, also a rookie card? His PSA 10 started at $400 and ballooned to $6,000. Unfortunately, that Kawhi we saw hit that quadruple bounce against the Raptors is now sitting on the sidelines hobble, just like his PSA 10 Prizm rookie, now at only $600. Dame Lillard, the talk of the bubble, which ran a crazy streak back in August 2020. His 2012 Prizm was also his rookie card that started at $75 for PSA 10 and jumped all the way to $3,000. Of course, when the Blazers were shown the exit by Lakers in round 1, that 1 week free fall alone saw a price drop by $2,000. Pop count is 990 today. Probably the same back then, meaning almost $2 million of market cap got flushed down. Today's Dame's prices is around $600. Not bad considering where he started, but nowhere close to when the hype was hot. Let's look at another flash card, Jimmy Butler. His Prizm PSA 10 rookie card sizzled from $53 all the way up to $1,150 when the Heat made it to the finals. 21x anyone? It's only $280 today. Move on to a few more names. Kyrie, Beal, and Klay. And if you didn't already know, Klay Thompson hasn't stepped on the court since the NBA Finals in 2019 with a torn ACL. And his card prices, well, look at the chart yourself. So we are all showing similar trend lines, but let's take this 2012 Prizm analysis a step further. What if, say you invested in one of each of all the cards I just mentioned, and let's see how prices for these cards stack up at different points in time. Okay, this is a lot of numbers, but what this table is showing is the different prices of each of these 2012 Prizms at various points in time, i.e. December 2019, the start of the pandemic, the bubble, December 2020, which was the start of the last NBA season, early 2021 price madness, and what is it today on December 2021. So say you invested in one of each, and if you had done so 2 years ago, your cost base of about 1100 would have 4x to 4200 today. Not bad at year averaging on a 2-year return, but as you go within that 2-year timeline, you can see very drastic totals. 2900 at the start of the pandemic, 20,000 during the bubble, and 15,000 during the early 2021 mad rush. If you were one of the investors who went into the market during this time and followed the narrative on the 2012 Prizm, as what I described in the start of the video, boy, you have been burned, and that sucks. From this table alone, you can see how prices swing wildly in that 2 years, and a lot of it comes from speculation. True investors who sat on the cards for the entire 2 years probably missed out on the boat cashing out at certain points in time, but still sits healthy after 2 years with a 4x return. But those who went in midway, especially during the price escalations, sorry guys, but YouTube had a lot to do with it. So much narrative during that juncture, and now looking back 2 years of data, you start to wonder if 2012 Prizm Basketball is really what everyone says it was. Now, I'm of course discounting the fact that the set has tough to find gold and silver parallels here, and just focusing on the base cards, but 90% of the people who put in money into 2012 Prizm were all about the base cards. Okay, that was rather heavy, but I've got a little twist for you. While all those roller coaster prices were happening, sealed boxes of 2012 Prizm Basketball is showing very normal growth trend. Starting out at $1,500 a box in December 2019, it's now sitting about $12,000 a box, which is an 8x return. Considering the 4x return over the 2 years on the top base cards in the set we talked about earlier, and the consistent price rise on this sealed box in particular, you have to wonder, have majority of the investors been looking at the wrong direction all this while? Alright, that's all I got for you today. Hope you enjoyed this content. Do drop a comment or a like. Till the next one, guys, you have a great day. Carboz out.